Just a reminder guys, if you want to see how I do with these setups next week, join us for our stream every weekday morning at 8:45 a.m. market time. I review what's moving in pre-market and then day trade my small accounts live at the open, and so if you want to see that, hit the subscribe button now. Remember, I'm not an investment professional, and so I'm not liable for any losses you take, and you always must make your own assessment of the market. Good luck on Monday guys, and with all that being said, enjoy this video. What's up guys? Okay, so in the last video I put out yesterday, I went over one of the short setups I'm going to be focusing on next week. In this video, I want to go over one of the long setups I'm going to be focusing on next week, and that would be the washout long setup. A good example of it here is on MOMO. You can see I'm looking for very small gap ups as opposed to extremely large gap ups for the overextended short, and in this case you can see MOMO gives me a good example of that. Again, very small gap ups, maybe 5% or less is what I'm looking for, and you can see when this thing opens it immediately washes out some, going all the way down to about 35.75. When it finally breaks the high of the first few candles right here at 36.38, you can see it gets a nice volume spike and starts to push up really nicely, eventually heading all the way up to about 37.50. Again guys, I'm not trying to buy it and guess the bottom right down here. That's where you get the expression, don't try to catch a falling knife. I'm trying to jump in at the first high of the day break after that first few candles right here at about 36.38, and you can see it started to push up really nicely after that. One of the main reasons this happens is because it's the first high of the day break on that particular day, and with that you have a lot of traders watching for that high of the day break, which is ultimately going to give it some more momentum to continue pushing up in your direction. Another good example from this week of the washout long setup is from ZSAN, and you can see it was a very minor gap up, possibly even break even, and when I see it push over this previous high of the first few candles at about $15.11, that's ultimately where I want to get into this position at. Again guys, I don't want to try to get in down here and guess the bottom of that big downward push. I want to try to get in at the first high of the day break, like I said before, which ultimately is going to have the most momentum. And you can see when it finally breaks that high of the day at about 15.10, it has this really nice push throughout the rest of the day, giving you plenty of opportunity to hold it and make some money on your small day trading account. Another thing I like about the washout long setup is that it presents you with a very obvious and defined risk area. So if you're jumping in at the high of the day, if I was getting into this trade, my stop loss would be set obviously at the low of the day, because when it breaks the low of the day, it changes its trend from a bullish to a bearish pattern, and that would be my cue to get out of it. Anyways guys, I hope you learned a little bit and you can use this stuff in the market. I'm going to be focusing on the overextended short and the washout long setup this week, and so if you want to see how I do, join us at 8:45 a.m. every weekday morning for our live stream. I go over what's moving in pre-market and then day trade my small accounts live at the open on stream, and so make sure you hit that subscribe button if you want to see that. Show your love by liking this video, and with all that being said, good luck in the markets on Monday. Thanks for watching guys.